Fellas, holy shit. We may have very well just witnessed the single greatest card in Dana White's Contender Series history. I am absolutely over the moon right now. I just watched Namo Fazil get slept and absolutely sent packing to the canvas on live television, and I won money off of it. Namo Fazil, good night, bro. See you later. I don't want to see you ever again. That's MVP MMA's best guy. See you later. Dude, I mean, absolute nuke landed on Namo Fazil by Burrito, by K-word Burrito. He was landing on him all fight, and all fight. Fazil was going, just taunting him the entire fight. Dude, I'm still fired up. I'm coming down now, but my adrenaline was through the roof watching this one. This is for Kurdistan. I love Kurdistan. I cannot. I just can't keep listening to this Kurdistan storyline, bro. I don't care. Again, the only thing he talked about leading up to this fight, that was it. Besides that, this guy made a huge deal of getting in his face, not only during the fight, but watching the face-off between them. You got Fazil going, I'm going to make you my bitch. I promise I'm going to bitch you out. Who's sleeping right now on the way to the hospital right this second? K-word Burrito gets probably the knockout of the year. And the rest of this card, man, was absolutely insane. I think, was it 6 contracts handed out tonight? Absolute banger. But, bro, we're going to get into it. We're going to start down at the bottom. I've given my thoughts a little bit on this Burrito one, but holy shit. I'm starting at the bottom. 2 contracts awarded for Gabriel Puga versus Tanner Tremblay. It's a decision, but it was a war. I'm not going to say it's the best Contender Series fight I've ever seen, but it's up there. That was a banger fight. Tremblay also gets the contract. Dana White makes up a story about Sean Shelby wanting him, stopping him last minute, saying, I want Tremblay too. But they both get contracts, man. Well-deserved. Both guys look UFC level. Tremblay with his massive, massive head. The Professor Finesser clone gets it done, dude. He just couldn't get put to sleep. Puga was landing tons of shots on him. He was damaged, but that head, dude, it just deflects everything. And he had good head movement too. But with that size of a head, he was getting punched a lot. He was getting punched a lot. But Puga gets the win, 29-28. That's the correct scorecard, I believe, and gets a contract. But Tremblay, nothing to be sad about, man. I mean, obviously he wins a contract. Both guys on their way to the hospital as well. Kicking off the card with a banger. Next up, Alik Lorenz, one of the biggest underdogs on the entire card. Man, anyone else think Muhammad Ali is just an idiot? He's this BJJ specialist. I know it's a size difference, but he submitted Mikey Musumeci. He's like he submitted all these guys at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments, IBJJ World Classic or whatever it is. All these Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu accolades, and chooses to just stand there and get hit. Lorenz just laying it on him early. And Ali is just, Terrarium just turned off. Ali's just standing there taking it, bro. I mean, he just let himself get slumped in this one. Instead of, diving for a leg, nothing, like none of it. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of not just diving for a desperation leg and laying on him. But if that's what you got to do to win the fight, bro, or at least get to the next round, that's what you got to do. So Lorenz gets the knockout over Muhammad Ali, wins the contract, and we're moving on. Next up, Christian Perez defeats Logan Paxton. This was a banger as well. Paxton kind of had Perez on the ropes a little bit. Comes back and gets the finish, man. Perez is looking good. Dana offered him a contract on Noche. Offered him a fight on Noche. But we'll see. I don't know I don't know how well Paxton would do in the UFC. Like, I don't know how UFC level he is. Obviously, he's very good. Like, I believe it was him that fought in LFA quite a few times, and he was undefeated, I think, going into this, if I remember correctly. So, Christian Perez gets a good win. Good TKO. Deserved the contract for sure. It wasn't the biggest storyline of the night, but definitely a banger fight, banger knockout. Moving on. Trent Miller defeats Douglas Enrique Rodriguez via submission by Von Flue choke. And bro, I believe Dana said it was he won round one as well. What is he talking about? Is he just like switching guys in his mind? Trent Miller got absolutely flatlined in the first round, and somehow Rodriguez just let him stand right back up. I have no idea how he doesn't finish that. I really just have no clue. But I believe it was this one where he immediately, maybe not immediately, but after breaking, kicked him in the nuts and then allows Trent Miller to recover. Trent Miller doesn't have the same adrenaline dump. He's fighting for his life and then gets a chance to rest and goes out there. Rodriguez jumps the guillotine after having his opponent rocked in round one, absolutely dead to rights in round one, and chooses to jump a guillotine and put himself on bottom. And Trent Miller, since he's not absolutely brain dead, since he's ended up on top, he's decided to, take advantage of that. And a Von Flue choke, man, super rare, second one in the Dana White's Contender Series history. He just kind of was set up in it from the guillotine and just kind of laid his hip down and was able to finish it. So good on him. Puts him out cold. Dana giving him a little bit of critique before it, but oh my gosh, I completely forgot to talk about this one. But Dana said this one was an early stoppage. I don't think Dana was watching all night, to be quite honest with you. Muhammad Ali he grabbed the ref by his shoulders and was stumbling around left and right. He had no idea where he was. I don't think this was an early stoppage at all. But back to where we were. Big Von Flue choke, good contract win. And we'll see what he does in the UFC, man. I'm not quite sure. We just don't know yet, but it's a good win. I think he's probably going to get chinned in his first fight, but, we'll see. We will see. And here we go. K-word Brito. Oh my gosh, he slaps the absolute Kurdish out of Namo Fazil. Once again, man, I know I spoke about this earlier, but Fazil wouldn't shut the fuck up. He just wouldn't stop talking. And I couldn't even figure out anything about his personality besides the fact that he was from Kurdistan. And he's doing this for his people and everything like that. He's part Muslim, part Indian, it seems. So took a little bit, but he did end up getting slimed out, as many of them do. And once again, this was probably the greatest knockout in Contender Series. Like it's up there, dude. Like we've seen a lot of bangers, but he looked like he got shot in the head with a shotgun. Brito came out in the third round, and listen, dude, I thought that Brito was up on the scorecards after two. So this is Dana White Contender Series. It is important to go get a finish, but I thought he was up two. And his coaches, to their credit, tell him he needs to go out there and get a finish right now. And I wish more corners would do that, because this is Dana White Contender Series. You need a finish. You just need a finish to get in. This was a banger. I could see them both getting a contract if he goes to a decision, but Brito goes out there and tries a flying knee in the first second of the third round. Falls to his ass, backs up, and really not too much later, he swung a left, dipped down, and was staring at the ground as he came through with the hardest right hand I think I've ever seen. And absolutely nukes Fazil. And once again, I know I'm in the minority for this, but it seems like, I just can't stand Fazil. Everyone seems to like him online. He's a big talker, and that's part of the allure. I get it, but I just can't stand him. To me, he's super unlikable, super cocky for a guy that just beat up a guy on MVP and is now getting a shot. I thought MVP was supposed to be this massive card, the biggest that anyone's ever seen, and this guy's probably getting paid $3,000 for a Contender Series fight, for a chance to get in the UFC, talking all this shit just to get slimed for a guy who went to a decision, by a guy who went to a decision with Oban Elliott. And Oban Elliott is not a complete joke. Obviously, he's a good fighter as well, but just an absolute banger win. And Brito's got a chin, man. I mean, Fazil was landing some good back and forth. To his credit, it takes two to tango, and man, these boys went to war for a little bit. You could see in the end, in the winner's circle at the end when they were announcing the contracts, Brito had some damage on his face. And Fazil is probably UFC level, but I'm just gonna sit here and bask in this Brito KO. Man, I can't get over it, bro. My adrenaline's still pumping. I'm making this 5 minutes after the contracts are announced. I got to get up at 5 a.m., so I got to find a way to wind it down. And, bro, this is just going to keep me up all night. Absolute banger card. If you are not watching Dana White's Contender Series, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's everything that you love about the UFC in a bite-sized 2-hour card, maybe. What is it? It's almost 10 o'clock right now. 2.5-hour card. Just pop, 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 pop. What's there not to like, dude? What is there not to like? I mean, just a legendary card and a legendary way to end it. Excuse me. I am so happy. And we got UFC Sacramento coming up this week. It is a good time to be a UFC fan. Once again, I'm bipolar when it comes to the sport, man. But we're gonna go ahead and end it on that. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.